Hello and welcome everyone to this video on Understanding Web Dynpro Architecture by ZaranTech. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our ZaranTech YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update from us.
Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. And in this video, we will be learning about Web Dynpro Architecture and what is Web Dynpro Architecture. And we will be learning in detail how Web Dynpro component look from inside. So welcome to this video, Web Dynpro Architecture in SAP Web. Today we'll be exploring the core components and design principles that make Web Dynpro application. Web Dynpro is a robust framework designed by SAP to create web-based application using the ABAP programming language. A solid grasp of its architecture is crucial for developing efficient, scalable, and maintainable application. In this video, we will break down the key elements of Web Dynpro architecture. We will start by looking at the overall structure, including the components, view, window, and controllers. First, we will dive into our component controller. Components are the building blocks of Web Dynpro application, encapsulating the functionality and UI element. We will discuss how component interacts and how to manage their life cycle. Next, we will explore the view and windows. View defines the visual layout of your application, while window manages to navigation between these views. You will learn how to design and connect and explain their roles within the architecture. Finally, we'll discuss model view controller design paradigm and how it is implemented in Web Dynpro. Understanding this pattern is key to creating well-structured and maintainable application. By the end of this video, you will be able to get a comprehensive understanding of Web Dynpro architecture and be equipped with the knowledge to design and build your own application effectively. So in this slide, you are able to see model, view, and controller. So yeah, controller is our component controller, which I have already shown in our previous video. Like how when we are creating an application, the topmost controller was your component controller, which is responsible for managing your application and binding both model and view together and changing the view according to the data, according to the code written in a model side. So yeah, in this video you can see the controller part, view part. I have also shown you the view part where we were dragging UI components according to our requirements. So that is our view and model. So model there are two ways to handle the model part. So first way is like we can write the logic in Web Dynpro component itself only in method section, but SAP best practices tell us like it is not a good practice to write the model logic in Web Dynpro component itself because it will lead to slowness of your application. For model part, we use SE24 classes. We create class and methods there, and we import that. We use that classes in a component controller for acting as a model. Means we write the code in SE24 part, and like we create methods in SE20. Firstly, we create a class in SE24, and then we create a method, and those methods are used inside our Web Dynpro component to act as a source where our model logic will be working. So SAP Web Dynpro is based on MVC architecture. So a basic definition of MVC. MVC stands for model, view, and controller. Model generates the application data without caring how it will be displayed. View is responsible for visualizing the application data without caring how it was generated. And controller acts as a binding element. It binds both view and controller together and changes the view according to the model. So what is MVC paradigm? Controller handles the user input and steers the application. View define and design the layout. Model holds and improves the business logic. So that's all for the from PPT side. Let's move to our web SC80 and let me go to our new window. Let's come to SC80 and see what I was telling. So SC80 is here. And Let's choose our application which we have created previously. Or we can also create a new application. Let's name it app3, and let it be what the window name and view name it is, because we are not going to do anything. We are not going to create any UI element. We will be just looking at the MVC architecture. Like we will be looking at the architecture of your Web Dynpro components, how it looks. So yeah, we have created our new application and activated it, because it is mandatory to activate your application when you are creating it newly. So yeah, what is Web Dynpro architecture? When were talking about controller, so controller is this component controller. In Web Dynpro component controller act as a controller level. When we are discussing MVC, C stand for controller, and controller is our component controller. It is responsible for like changing the data in your view according to the code written in the model section. So we have done with the C part of MVC, and now we will be going to view. I already told V stand for view. So this is the view part. Here you can create a UI element according to your needs, and what you will be creating when you will be creating UI elements. Those UI elements will be shown on your on your browser, on your application. So we are done with controller and we are done with the main. And we like I have told you with like IC24, we go like I can also show you how it can be done, where we will be writing our model part. And this is our IC24. Here we create our class, and in class we like let me show you, like let me create a class for you. We want to create class. Let's save it. Description is mandatory here. Class for Web Dynpro. So this is the class. We can create methods here. So yeah, we have created a method. We can use this method and class in our Web Dynpro component. So for that, what we need to do is like we have to go to a component controller and we have to add attributes. In attribute section, we add our class name, and then we will be able to use our methods of SE24. So those things I will be telling you in the later part of this series, because in this video it will be very hectic to show you, because it is a long process. And in this video we were looking only about the architecture of part of Web Dynpro component. So I have shown you the model. Model will be SE24, and controller will be our component controller, and view will be our view, which is shown in our view section. So yeah, that's all with SAP Web Dynpro architecture. We are done with SAP Web Dynpro architecture. We'll be moving forward and creating a new and exciting application in the later part of this series. So yeah, that's all for this video. See you in the next video.